Pinterest is scheduled to report third quarter financial results on November 4th, 2025. And since I've rated Pinterest as one of the best stocks to buy this year, and since I made a video a few weeks ago announcing that I purchased Pinterest stock for my own portfolio, investors are curious about my opinion about Pinterest stock and whether or not investors should buy the stock before the company announces its earnings results. So let's start with the revenue figure. What I have here is a chart of the previous 5 quarters of Pinterest revenue growth. And what you'll notice is in the first 3 quarters that they have reported, their revenue growth rate was decelerating, 4 quarters, I should say, falling from 21% down to 18%, down to 16% revenue growth. But in the most recently reported quarter, its revenue growth rate accelerated ever so slightly to 17% year-over-year growth. Now, if Pinterest should report revenue growth at 18% or above, that's going to be a strong positive catalyst for the share price. The stock price is likely to move higher if the company reports 18% or more in revenue growth, because that will demonstrate 2 consecutive quarters of accelerating revenue growth. And that's usually a great sign of organic demand for a company's products or services. So investors will be very pleased with that figure. Now, that being said, that's not the only number that investors will be looking out for, or Wall Street at all. If the company reports 18% revenue growth or even 22% revenue growth, but some of the other critical numbers are not good, then the company's share price might still fall following the earnings release. So this is one of the several important figures for investors to keep an eye out for. So the key number to look out for, 18% or more, would be great news for Pinterest stock investors. Monthly active users. This is another critical number that investors need to look out for from Pinterest. And it's not the total number that's the most important. It's not the total number. It's not this 578 million number, which has been increasing very nicely over the previous several quarters, growing from 522 to 537 to 553 to 570 to 578. Pinterest has demonstrated very nice monthly active user growth. More importantly, it's going to be the number from the US and Canada. That figure is what investors need to look out for most closely, which Pinterest has been demonstrating growth from 98 million to 99 to 101 to 102, and in the most recent quarter, 102 again. If Pinterest should report monthly active users from the US and Canada at 103 million or above, click the link below to watch the full video.